Hi, my name's Natalie Haynes and I'm a registered psychotherapist, and today I wanted to talk about grief. A few years ago, many years ago, there was like a 3-month time span where I lost an uncle, 2 uncles and an aunt, and a few years ago I lost one of my best friends and a teacher that I just loved. And I think that this is important because grief is a really important part of life. It actually is a part of life. This is something that clients bring up all the time. And I believe that people really have a hard time with grief. I think there's this belief that there's all these myths about grief. And when someone we love dies and there's such a significant change in our life, we are going to have a reaction to it. And grief is the natural reaction to how we deal with loss. Whether it's a small loss, like I lost my wallet, or a huge loss, like I lost somebody that I really love. And so, here are just a few things about grief that I think are so important to remember. Number one, all the different feelings that we feel are totally natural. And you'll feel anger, you'll feel sadness, you'll feel depressed. You won't even believe that it's actually happening. You'll want to deny it. The range of feelings that you will feel are normal. And the more that you allow yourself to embrace all of these different feelings, the easier it is for you to move through this natural process. The second thing is, not everybody's grief is the same. And if anybody tells you that you should be over your grief by now, you can actually tell them to shove it. It's your grief. It was your relationship. It was whatever your process is with dealing with grief is totally unique to you. And I don't believe anybody has the right to tell you how to grieve and what timeline you need to grieve in. Another thing that's true is people might not know what to say to you. It's, for some reason, this topic is so hard, and I believe it makes, people uncomfortable. And, know that's maybe more about them than it is about you. And the truth is now that you have lost somebody, you're different. One of the metaphors that I always use is that it's like, you're living in a house and a wall just went up and it won't go away. It's like every once in a while you bump into it and you're like, oh yeah, it's like this is a new reality that you have to learn to accept and to be with. And the last thing is that grief changes us. It's normal. We never really get over grief or the loss of someone that we love. It's just something that we learn to live with. And I like that because it means I'm never going to forget those important family members in my life. I'm never going to forget my best friend, and I'm never going to forget that teacher and all the other people in my life that I've lost. And I believe that's the same for all of us. If you've lost somebody significant to you and you're either stuck in your grief or you feel overwhelmed by it, and are looking to explore it more in a safe space, by all means, give me a call or send me an email and find a place or find the support that you need to work through your grief.